with the things that you've done for the community. Councillor Russell has brought things forward and your name forward. So at this time, on behalf of Lambton Shores Council, we'd just like to present you with the very first Lambton Shores Good Neighbor Award. Thank you. It's 7:10. Ask that we have a motion to close this meeting and adjourn this meeting and open a public meeting. Moved by Deputy Mayor Dagg, seconded by Councillor Cook. Public meeting for application for zone amendment for Kelly and David McKenzie of 10-100 Curran Drive. It's planning report 33. Mr. Walden's here on behalf of the applicant. I would ask the planner to explain this report to us. Please.
The application before council tonight has been submitted by Kelly and David McKenzie, and it affects lands at 10100 Curran Drive. And the purpose of the application is to place those portions of the subject land in an environmental protection hazard zone, and that would be the dynamic beach portion of the property in order to prohibit development within the dynamic beach. Certainly, the application as presented to council complies with prevention policy, which directs council to protect the dynamic beach along Lake Huron and not to allow development within it. Certainly, the lines that we're establishing on the property for the ETH zone have been discussed with the applicants, and Jeff Cade of the Solid Waste Conservation Authority has worked diligently with the applicants to establish this development line. This application was submitted to satisfy a condition of a consent application that was submitted to the Committee of Adjustment to allow readjustment of the lot lines. Previously, there was one single cottage on the property that went across the existing property line. One property was L-shaped, the other was just a single lot wrapped by that L. What they've done is regularize the lot lines. Each lot is basically the same. But as a condition, they were required to rezone the dynamic beach into ETH. So I can recommend this to council. Certainly, it's in keeping with the intent of our fishing plan and the prevention policy and the solid waste code regulations.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Walden, do you have anything to add to help the applicant?
Nothing, Mr. Mayor. We've worked with the planner and the ACA or K, and we're satisfied.
Okay. Any member of the public have any comments regarding this application? Okay. Seeing none, any member of council have any comments? Councilor Scott.
I just want to make sure that the road allowances that are there, the solar panels are not going on the road line. That's possible. That's right.
This is the one in the line. Deputy Mayor Dagg.
Questions. Have you done the same type of arrangement that happens along the road as well?
Where there is a planning application, yes.
So it has been done. And also, we were discussing earlier about those who are part of the official plan are doing this in kind of a comprehensive rezoning, and I'm just interested that we do this right now as opposed to just waiting until the official plan has come up with its determinations about the actual divisions of the zones and the EPH, the hazard itself, as in doing this in kind of a piecemeal basis. That's a bit concerning to me.
Well, the applicants want to proceed with their consent, so they are required to satisfy prevention policy and protect the dynamic beach. So this is what they have to do that.
So we're currently zoned, that is currently zoned as hazardous, or it is the beginning of zoning all that area there as hazardous. Is that
you look in the environmental protection section of our existing official plan, it talks about dynamic beach and protecting dynamic beach. And certainly not allowing development in dynamic beach, as does the provincial policy statement. So we are doing what our existing official plan does, and we're doing what provincial policy directs council to do.
But just my question, just to be sure, that is not zoned as hazardous EPH currently, right?
If it was zoned EPH,
That's
currently
correct.
this
We wouldn't
application
be
would not be in
necessary.
front of council.
Right, so we are going to do this on a piecemeal basis because our zoning doesn't require, that's just my.
I'm going to disagree, it's not a piecemeal basis, it's intended to allow this development to proceed, otherwise it would have to wait, and we would end up with the same result.
Yes.
That-
It's not based on our zoning though, it's just based on the intended policies of the new official plan and the conservation's
Okay.
expectations, so.
Because they put two lots together.
No.
Yeah, so, thank you.
Councilor,
Well, and that's why it's a zoning bylaw amendment. And it fits with provincial policy
But it's not our
So-
current OP, it's not our current zoning.
yeah, but that's why we have an official plan amendment and a zoning bylaw amendment in front of us. And because it does fit with provincial policy, it's not an issue.
Patty, you have something?
To be clear, there is no official plan amendment before council because this complies with our official plan. If it did not comply with our official plan, there would be official plan amendment with this.
Zoning
Our
bylaw.
official plan protects areas along the Great Lakes, it protects dynamic beach, it protects all the environmental things. Our new policies in the draft official plan are just more succinct. They're more organized, they're more directed, okay? But clearly, our OP directs the protection of our natural features, without question.
Any more discussion regarding this application? Okay, and there's no one from the public. I'd ask for a motion to close the public meeting. Councilor Ronstadt, Councilor Russell. All in favor of that? Public meeting closed. Do we want to deal with this, Councilor Owen?
I'll move the recommendation.
Second by Councilor Lonsdale. Questions for that? All in favor of that? Thank you. I believe there's a 20-day appeal period.
I will bring the bylaw back to implement council's decision at the next meeting.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. 7:10, I guess we need a motion to open the public meeting for official plan amendment and zone amendment for Martin and Christopher Shuley, 7179 Bruce Scott Road. Motion to Councilor Underwood, second by Councilor Cook. All in favor of that? Good. We are an open meeting for the public meeting for this OP and zone amendment. Patty?
An official plan amendment and a zoning bylaw amendment that's been submitted by Martin and Christoph Scoley at 7179 Bruce Scott Road. This is very similar to many of the applications this council has dealt with over the last 8 or 9 months. The Scoleys, along with the two brothers and their parents, operate a rather substantial farming operation through Lambton Shores and into the Sept. They own, I think I've identified for you, that they own, let me just find it here, over 2,000 acres themselves, and they rent an additional 1,500 acres. They're well into 3,500 acres of farming operation. This dwelling on this farm is access to their needs. They all have dwellings that they live in. They have a main farm. So they're requesting official plan amendment and a rezoning. The rezoning, of course, is to prohibit the construction of another dwelling on the farm parcel, the remnant farm parcel, as is directed by provincial policy. Our plan has not been altered to reflect provincial policy for this type of severance. That's why the official plan is necessary, because provincial policy does allow the severance of a surplus dwelling from a farming operation. There's been a number of issues identified in my